All right, everyone, if I can just get your patience, we are on our last presenter. This next presenter, again, utilized all the resources we have available on that path to entrepreneurship. Our Startup Bootcamp last year, our Blueprint Business Program last year, and then now our Startup Texas Accelerator Program. Our next presenter is Vegangela, creating vegan cakes right here in Brownsville. Thank you.
Ready? Yeah. Hello, good evening. My name is Angela Castro, and I am the founder of Vegangela. Can you imagine not having cake on your birthday? Or what about not having that freshly baked sweet treat when that sweet tooth hits? Or even worse, not being able to have a slice of your own wedding cake. Well, that was me back in 2017 when I first became vegan. But I knew that my love for animals was kind of growing, and I was always feeling more secluded out in the social gatherings. So I knew that we had to create something that had no animal byproducts, but did not sacrifice flavor. So during the pandemic, when we were all stuck at home, bored out of our minds, I was at home recipe testing. I took traditional recipes and I started to veganize them. And that year, I made my very first birthday cake for myself. And that was the start of Vegangela. From there, I knew I loved my product and so did my family. But I wanted to see what my community thought. So I joined the Brownsville Wellness Coalition and I did their farmers market for 2 years. And I did markets and pop-ups all across the valley from Brownsville to McAllen while holding a 90% sellout rate. At the very first Harlingen Vegan Festival, I sold over 150 items and within 45 minutes. And it became clear to me that my product was delicious and that the demand was here. Along the way, I created relationships with other local business owners, and now we hold 4 wholesale contracts with other local cafes that we deliver to daily. And then in 2023, we introduced cake decorating classes, and the response from those have been incredible. Vegangela is for everyone. We're committed to creating luxurious desserts that cater to diverse dietary needs and the eco-conscious consumer. We marry exquisite tastes with stunning design, ensuring every single bite is a celebration of flavor and compassion. Because 50 million Americans cannot consume dairy or eggs, and 45% of Americans say they are trying to be a bit more eco-conscious, but they don't have access to delicious desserts. Well, I'm here to tell you that today, Vegangela is the option for Brownsville. We create grab-and-go options as well as custom cakes for birthdays, weddings, quinceañeras, large corporate events, as well as our cake decorating classes. And I bet you're thinking, vegan, why now? Well, veganism has grown 18% since 2020, and large corporations are continuing to add plant-based options every single day to their menus. Fully vegan and vegetarian restaurants are expecting to establish more and more at a 2% rate every single year, and I am ready to be a part of that amazing revolution. So we know veganism is growing. Currently, vegan and vegetarian restaurants hold a $33 billion industry, and while vegan desserts is a $66 million industry. Now we know that our direct consumer demographic in Cameron County is 24%, so we plan on taking 0.10% out of the vegan desserts industry. We took our competitors, so we took 2 local bakeries and 2 prepackaged grocery store items, and it is clear that Vegangela checked all across the board for being 100% local, vegan, accessible, using fresh ingredients, offering custom and grab-and-go options. I keep saying we, but I really mean me. Hello again, my name is Angela Castro, and I am the owner of Vegangela. I am the baker, the cake decorator, the delivery driver, the dishwasher, you name it. But I know I could not be here without the support of my family and friends and their large muscles to help me take all my market stuff. I also consider the Kauffman Fast Track as well as this accelerator program as key partners as well. So within these 4 years of being in business, we have estimated that our main demographic for our females between the ages of 17 and 35. With that, we are doing business to business, business to consumer, and then we plan on opening our very first Vegangela Bakehouse as our brick and mortar in the end of 2025 while creating 8 jobs here in Brownsville. And then later on, we will open a manufacturing location so that way we can mass produce, deliver across the valley to more local bakeries, as well as ship across the U.S. From there, we will create an additional 10 more jobs here in the valley, in Brownsville. So as I said, I'm a one-woman show, but last year we had a net gross of $25,000, and we are expected to increase that every single year. With all the additional expenses as well. With the use of today's funding, we will use it for the build out of our commercial kitchen, as well as to bring in the equipment so we can open our first ever brick and mortar. Lastly, I would like to conclude that we are being told time and time again that we are a safe space for so many, but especially for parents of children that cannot have any animal-based products like eggs or dairy. And just to be their safe space, they can have their favorite character cake and enjoy it on their birthday. It's just a dream come true. And here are some other testimonials from our other customers. And if you would like to follow me along on my journey, you can click our QR code and follow along. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Great presentation.
Thank you.
I loved your passion on your baking. I'm a baker as well, so I get you.
Thank you.
Quick question.
Yes.
And this is regarding the ingredients. That's what I'm most passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
What are you replacing the animal byproducts with? Like, give me examples of what you're replacing them with.
So I know mainly people talk about the health aspect. I keep the traditional flour, sugar, so it could be as close as we can, but even better. So instead of dairy, I use oat milk. And instead of eggs, I do a little chemical scientist experiment with apple cider vinegar and baking soda. Those are my 2 main changes that I do in my baked goods.
Thank you. And as far as, for example, the decorations and do you use colorings and stuff like that?
So yes, I do use colorings that are 100% vegan. So I make sure we're reading every single label that we're not using any carmine, any gelatin in our food colorings, because those sneak in as well. But we're really thorough with that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How those ingredients affect your cost basis per unit, and how do you sell that to customers?
So obviously with inflation, everything has gone up and our prices have changed as well, keeping accounts. But we use traditional flour, sugar, baking powder, all that. Our main thing is the apple cider vinegar, which is, you get a 2-gallon for $5. And then oat milk is the main difference that we're changing. It doesn't change more than maybe $1, $2. So we can do a batch of 12 dozen cupcakes with $5, and we sell usually jumbo cupcakes at $5 at a market. So we're quadrupling them there.
And we are at time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.